Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's get everything set up here. Morning, Timbo. Just running a few minutes behind here. Just a couple of minutes behind, as you do. I don't have anything marked out. Gotta get everything going, Danielle. Good morning, Robert. Let's see. There we are. We'll check out the news and everything in a moment. Get everything set up here. Obviously sold off overnight. Hit that new week opening gap from last week. New week opening gap from last week. We hit it. Knew eventually we would hit that thing. Just wasn't sure when it would be. Wasn't sure when we'd get there, but apparently it was last night. It was overnight. Tame Tiger in the house. Yes, pushing already back up. 68.13 there. Alright, I don't know what's going on. We'll do that in a minute. Let's get into these other areas here. Get everything pulled up. Let's get everything... Good morning, LHM. Okay. Let's mark some of this stuff off. Not really going to be relevant anymore. Okay. Let's find out where our previous day low is from yesterday. What does it say here? 109.50. So previous day close up here. Opens 105.50. Morning, it's Mo, Pine Tree in the house. All right, let's mark out the other stuff now that's kind of important. The open, yeah, no real worry there. Excuse me. All right, here we go. All right, let's go to the higher time frame. So this would be the gap. So we just tapped into the gap. We still have that lower gap down here. So this would be like the gap fill. Let's mark some of these levels out down here. On the hourly, just anything that's obvious. Got a hourly gap here. Let's check the 4 hour. Morning, Donovan, Mad Moxie. We're doing a giveaway. I don't know. I haven't heard from Trade Day yet, so I don't know yet. All right. So bias today is a little, I mean, obviously, you think it should be bearish, right? You'd have to lean bearish here. Morning, Donovan. I don't know if I said that to you. Black Beauty. Use Rhythmic Pro mobile for Android. It actually wasn't too bad. Interesting. Eric, good morning. Yeah, we need to hit the like button, guy. Gotta get that like button going. All right. I may have to restart my connection. What do I have overnight low on ES? 67.86.25. $67.86.25. All right, I'm gonna check the news. 18 to C28, 38 to 41, 51 plus. 98 fails, we dip to 85. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. Let me take a look at the news right quick. We got just a couple minutes until open. All right, news. Quickly, news. We got factory orders. Jolts. We have Jolts at 9:45, or no, 10 a.m. So Jolts at 10 a.m. That's really it. Exclamation point cash entered the giveaway yet. $7.90s. Let's see if we get to the 790s. 725. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens at open here. Let's just see what happens here at open. All right, we got a few minutes here until open. Already pulling back. All right, let's see if this thing can rip here. All right, let me find the likes. All right, here we go. All right, I'm watching here to see kind of what happens. Let's just see. I need to restart my connection, but we'll wait. Wait for a little bit to do it. All right, we got about 1 minute here until open. Let's see kind of what we get. I mean, it looks like it might want to squeeze, but who knows? I don't think I got enough time to disconnect. Let me try to, I'm going to see if I got time here to disconnect and reconnect, guys. Got 30 seconds. It should be enough time. Can we reconnect quickly here? All right. All right, there we go. I think we run up into that 93s at open here. All right, here we go. Here's open. Pulling back. All right, pulling back there. Let's kind of see what happens. Maybe gonna try to go fill the gap lower here. We'll see. All right, let me get my copy trader set up here. All right, here we go. Trying to push here. Let's see if we want to squeeze here. If we get above 50, I may entertain a long here. May entertain a long. Let's get above 50 and I may entertain the long. So we're tapping the 50 there. I'm going to jump in long here. Let's see if we can get a run. I want to see a squeeze into 65, then the continuation up into the 93s. Gamble long. Couldn't just get above 50 there. I got stopped out. Gold's pushing down here. Yes, pulling back 68.05. TPT is coming slow. Past 4 accounts yesterday, and they still haven't activated it. It will be 8+ minimum before hours before someone fixes it. That's crazy. What's wrong with my funded futures website? You said it's locked? All right, pushing down here. Let's see if the ES wants to run the low. 645s. It won't load for you. I don't know what's coming up for me. It looks like that's a pretty bearish push here. 570 is could potentially. All the way down to like 570. Potentially. All right, let's kind of see what happens. Uh, 117. Okay, let's make sure I got the right one on there. Up 2,000. Let's go. Nice job. Let's see if we sweep through the overnight low there at 45. ES holding up there at the whole number. It's probably why we bounced a little. Push through the whole number here on the ES. We should get a little sweep lower pretty quickly. So let's see what happens. Up $2,000. Great job, great job. Exclamation point cash in the chat, guys, if you want to enter the giveaway. Let me check my email. Let's see if I've heard from Trade Day. I don't think I have yet, but let me see. I took a little nap when I got back home after dropping the kids off or at school this morning, so I didn't really check my email. Kind of a big push back up here. Let's see here if I heard anything from them. I don't think so. Don't see anything yet. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump in short here, guys. I just think we're going to move lower. It looks like, kind of looks like that's what it wants to do. I don't know if I should just take 10 points or if I should go for more. All right, there we go. I want to see the push through the low here. Holding up here at the 90. Needs to push back through this low if it's going to go lower here. Possible inside bar on the 5-minute as well here. We got 15 seconds left. What the hell? All right, we got an inside bar here. So inside bar on the 5-minute. Let's see if the 5-minute breaks here or not. All right. So we can push through to 40 potentially. Okay. Little scalp there off the 5-minute inside buy. Took that on the fundeds as well. Pass your Bluesky yesterday. How long to get your master? Tyson, it's if you log onto Bluesky, you should see a invoice on your dashboard already. So inside bar just going, just paying today. Rip it. Yeah, I just took that. I only took it for... I had took a small loss earlier off a little short before open, so I'm only up $6. I did take that for $30 though, but... Yeah, Mancini did say we need to recover 18 on ES to squeeze. We're right here at it. Right there at the 18 level for now. I thought about moving this up and I didn't, but nice inside bar there. I didn't even get a chance to measure it. Oh, it was like 60 points. I didn't even know that. $61 points. And it didn't quite pay already yet. It paid 48. I'm going to stab here. Try and get the push up into 90. I'm going to go stop to break even through that high. Stops in to break even here. Yes, pushing through the VWAP there up to the 68.20, getting through that 18 as well. The giveaway right now is an Apex any size evaluation. I'll have to wait and see here from trade day. New 15-minute and 5-minute candle here now. See if this takes us higher real quick or if we get a pullback. Theoretically, we could get a pullback here. Yeah. Is what it is. Yeah, just going to pull back and stop me out and then go. That's rude. Rude, rude, rude. That's annoying. Just pulled back and just stopped me out to the tick there, and then it just rips higher. Kind of rude. I think it's going to continue to go, but... Alright, you know what? I'm just going to jump back in with it. And I'm going to add to it here if we get the pullback. I just don't see how this doesn't run the 793. Ah, man, ES is working its way back below 18, though. That is kind of concerning. I took a worse entry here. I'm going to add into this. I do think this thing's going to go. I think we get back above this high, it goes. Let's go, Matty Matt. Nice job. I just took a few points. I didn't get everything. I want to see ES hold above 18 here. I mean, like, that would be ideal. It's kind of flirting with it. I'm going to be aggressive on my ads here. This pulls back decently. I will stop out. on this one. I know yesterday you guys saw me hold one to oblivion, but we won't do that. Stop out probably be like 720s. Yes, pushed above 18 and then just pulled back. Oof. It got right to my entry and then just ripped back lower. Little rippy. What are you doing? Get through there. I think we get a big candle here. Da-da. Let's go. Really should wait till we get through the high to put this stop in, but kind of okay with getting stopped out there. Easy read with the resistance. Yeah, Jamie, we also hit that 18 level on the ES, which was a spot that Mancini said we had to recover. So we are coming into VWAP and stuff like that here too. So I do think we're going to rip through there. I think we get a decent candle through here. There we go. Comes the VWAP here. Can we push through the VWAP or not? See if we can get the run through the VWAP. And just push. I mean, where could we go to from here, though? Kind of about like right, yeah, about right there, huh? GC was a nice short-term bottom structure. Yeah, a little roundy look on the on GC there, Coach Fred. Got a little roundy look. I mean, this will be your next area up here, potentially 849. I think that's what I'll target. I am in long over here on the Tradeify Cup thing. Gonna lock in here 26 points, 8/10s. Actually, let's lock in 16 points. Let's see if this thing can squeeze. I think we can get 850. Kind of makes sense. That 848 area, 850 area. ES is at the 828s here. Might get a little reaction. I want to see us just pop right through there, though. That'd be nice. 836 says Diego. I like that level, too. See if we get that push up into there. That's a good reaction right there. You could see some expansion here quickly. 50 cons at 840. Again, ES pops 28 here. We just continue going. Next level 38 up there. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lock in the 20s. I'm going to lock in about 10 points behind. So at 40, I'm going to lock in the 30. Close enough there. I'm locking in 30. You're going to get a little bit of a burst. If there's a bunch of contracts at 40, you'll probably get a little burst through there. A little burst through there. Actually, I'm going to front run it at like 45. Well, never mind. Got stopped out. So I'm up $1,100 on that Tradeify Cup thing now. I got started late. Obviously, just started today, so. Just started today. All right, yes, squeezing above the 28s there. Reclaim of 18 was the move, as Mancini called out. If you guys are not watching the, there's that level there. If I didn't move the stop, obviously we would have been golden, but it's all good. It's all good. I mean, %50 of the overnight range is 874. 930 puts us into OTE. So kind of right here at this pivot point is 50% of the overall range from the overnight. You're in at 742 and shelled too tight, got 15 points. Hey, that's better than nothing, Nathaniel. So better than nothing. Yeah, GC's ripping. Rounded bottom, ripping. Oh, let's go. I hate weeks up 2,500 now. Nice. Nice. So this is 50% here, and we'll kind of see what the reaction is at that level. Mancini talked about backtesting 50. What was he talking about? 57. 68.57, backtesting those lows. So if that's the case, we got, 12, 15 more points to the upside. Nah, trader on tilt, I haven't. I just look at them as they come. I hate weeks. What team did you sign up under? What team did you choose? I trade. What up? Guys, if you want to be on the same team as me, because I don't have a team. I joined Vala's team. So if you want to be on the same team as me, you've already chose someone else, you can send a help ticket and switch teams. It's up to you. Obviously, you don't have to. But if you want to be on the same team as me, join Team Vala. $400 walking away. Let's go, Francis. Yeah, don't feel no FOMO. But that's the team I'm on. I chose Vala's team because he's got a pretty small team. So I think he has like one of the smallest teams in the cup, so that's why I chose it. Less of a chance to win, but hey, probably not going to be winning anyway, let's be honest, but you never know. Hitting the 50% mark here. I mean, it does look like we're going to just push back. I might could get like 10 points here. I might try it. We do have news at 10, though. I guess we'll stab here. I'll look for like 74. I'm going to go stop to break even through the high. Got news at 10, so don't want to miss too much. Black Beauty, you took that long? You ran on that long there? I'm assuming you had to have been. Nice quick 10-point winner there. You haven't traded my funded futures in over a year, but passed 5 accounts from that sale yesterday. All of them are saying order refused. I don't know. Did you pass them in 2 days or 1 day? Gin and juice in the cup? Because you know those have a 50% consistency rule, 8 weeks. Did you know that? Hopefully you knew that. Two days. Yeah, you should be good. If you pass them and you follow the consistency, you should be good. I did hear some people saying the website was being a little funky this morning, so keep that in mind. So it probably just needs a little time. I will short up here, guys, if we get there. I'll take that for 10 points. At the 108s or 109s, I was short for 10 points back to the whole number. That's an A+ setup to me. That's what I'll be looking for my funded play. Oh, they won't accept trades. Oh, I hate weeks. Did you sign the documents? I don't know if you have documents to sign. I think you do. Yeah, did you, Black Beauty, is that still going on? I forgot about that sale. I was actually going to pick some of those up. There's a little bit of a trick to passing those from what I've heard. So, oh, I hate weeks. No, I understand I know what you're saying, what you feel like there. I loaded up this morning. The website kind of crashed on me. I think I only got 4 accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because the website wouldn't let me buy a 5th. It was acting weird. Let me see if it'll let me do it now. My idea was to get 5 my funded futures accounts, copy trade them, try to pass them. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm copy trading these 4 accounts together, try to get those passed. Of course, I'm buying the account using code MM. Not really, but I got to advertise my own code, right? Got to advertise my own code. It was Halloween only. Yeah, that's right. So, Black Beauty, kind of what Cove was telling me, the way to pass those easily, I don't know if you do it this way or not, is he makes 250 in each account, right? Because they come with 500 in drawdown, and they're static. You got to make 1,500 to pass. So if you get 250 in each account, you can hedge those two accounts. Long one, short one, you're guaranteed to pass one, right? So effectively, you're spending $17 plus the activation fee for one funded static account. Makes a lot of sense, right? So, Francis, it was the static account from Fideas. I don't know if they're $8 anymore. I don't think they are, but it was a really good deal. So, Raul, I have no idea when it ends. No clue. But yeah, that's the way it works. And then the activation, I think, is like $80. Isn't it like $70 or $80, Black Beauty? I think. So you're into that one funded account for like $105 or whatever it is, $106. So, yeah, I was gonna buy some and I forgot. MM doesn't work. What, Raul? MM better work. The code is MM for my funded futures. Should at least give you 5% off. What up, Stock Itch? Stock Itch, why didn't you jump into the audio last night, Stock Itch? Okay, let's go, Raul. Yeah, I don't know who they are, Black Beauty. I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything about that at all. So, I haven't heard anything about it. And to be honest with you, I don't necessarily believe it. I got a few reasons why I don't believe it. I can't really tell you guys why, but especially with my funded futures. Tradeify, obviously, I don't know anything about. But with my funded futures, I think they're fine. I think they be fine. They be fine. Yeah, the voice is active. Yeah, Stock Itch. You jump in there, we can talk. Tradeify you bought with your code was Myth, but it didn't work. Oh, yeah, it's M, Owlboy. Everything is MM, except for Apex. Apex is the only one that's Myth. Everything else is MM. Who is Prop Firm Media? I don't know who that is, Black Beauty. Prop Firm Media. I mean, my funded futures is teasing the idea of coming out with daily payouts. So if they were having money issues, I think they would be trying to scale back or make payouts harder, not easier. Only my opinion. Only my opinion. If you're not liquid and you're not making enough money, then you want to delay payouts, not make them faster. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I never say 100%. But yeah, that's what Matt has teased on Twitter. I hate weeks that he's working on potentially having daily payouts. But we'll see. No, Stock Itch, it's a non-stop talking session. We are in there just talking shit the whole time. Oh, Scott did all kinds of stuff before the rug pull. Yeah, but he also wasn't paying anybody. He was also 5 or 6 weeks behind on payouts, remember? If not more. He was like a month behind on payouts, and then he rug pulled, and then he was a month behind again, you know. So, oh, I don't think they're having money issue. Like I said, I don't see their financials, so I don't know. But I do know that you don't do the things they're doing if you're having money issues. You try to kind of scale back. As far as Tradeify goes, I mean, I don't think they're having money issues. I mean, they're doing $1 million. They're giving away $1 million with this Grand Cup, and I don't know. I haven't done the math to see if that's what they're going to make, if they're in the red on that or not. Let's think about it. Let's do some simple math here. Let me see. Because, there is a possibility that maybe they make money on this. Yeah, they might make money on this, to be honest. It's going to be close. Though they may make money or be close to break even. Thereabouts. We'll see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alexi. Yeah. It is a potential for them to kind of break even there or maybe make money. But yeah, you'll be the first to know if I see something that's glaring, even if even if I'm kind of working there. I mean, like you have to do what you have to do. I mean, I wouldn't want to, you know, lead you guys in the wrong direction there. That 15-minute breakout today worked really nice, huh? Sometimes they do. 118 points. Well, I got almost the full 1-to-1 on that. That's what I'm thinking, Owlboy. That's probably why they do it, for the marketing. But yeah, today we'll just do we're going to be doing the any size Apex eval. I haven't heard from Trade Day yet. I mean, I'm sure they'll reach out to me once they're ready. Let me just double check. I don't think I didn't see an email from them. It'd be nice if they go ahead and give the money so we can give it away. Razer product launch. Gaming gear. Time to short Dylan. I mean, it could be. What I would probably be paying attention to is a higher time frame gap Dylan. So if we're looking at the higher time frame here, your 5-minute might be what you use here. So if we inverse this higher time frame, then we can kind of go down to the lower time frame and look for an entry, right? So that's kind of what I would be paying attention to. I don't necessarily think that's going to happen since we already tapped into that new week opening gap. It still could happen. Yeah, for sure. The chop's on the way. Do you wait for the inverse of the gap? Yes. So I wait for the 5-minute to inverse the gap. And then, so effectively what I would do is wait for the 5-minute to close below and then look for a bounce back up on a lower time frame, even a 30-second or a 1-minute, and look for a confirmation entry from there. Because that tells you we're going lower, right? That would tell you that we're going to here, at least. And then we kind of look for a bounce back up to get back in. You don't want to just take the short off the 5-minute. You could. The problem with taking the short off the 5-minute is your stop is basically 100 points. So in order to get a confirmation setup, wait for a lower time frame to give you a confirmation setup. Smaller stop loss, same draw on liquidity, that kind of thing. And if it just goes without you, it's fine. So funny to see Bookmap, how Price trying to catch fake limit orders. Yeah, those spoof orders. So you took the even star. Yeah, I do see that on the 5-minute there. I don't know. I'm not great at recognizing those patterns, But yeah, that was a good short. But for me, I just wait for confirmation. That's what I try to do. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Now, again, if we're still bullish, right? If you're like, oh, we're still bullish, I still think we're going higher. Well, then what would you want to see? You want to see a pullback into the 775s, retest the 15-minute opening range, hold the 5-minute, and then maybe get a bounce out of there, some sort of inversion out of that area back to the upside if you're still bullish. Right now, in my opinion, we're too high to take a long. We already hit OT. We already hit premium of the range once we got above 74 here, just barely. And what I always like to say is I always like to see the reaction at 50%. Well, what happened? We're pulling back at 50% of the range here. So it's not really a bullish reaction. So we'll wait and see if price can push back down into kind of this area, hold, and give us a bullish reaction out of there in order to take a long. Now, if you're a bull flag, bear flag type trader, this candle closes above this candle. You could take a stab long, stop at the low, target the high, but we haven't gotten that yet. I'm on Vala, Matty Matt. I'm on Vala, Team Vala, which is volatility trading. Tim Vesh. I did jump in here on this bull flag breakout on this challenge account. I got in awfully late. I'm long from 62, which is way too high. I should have been long down here at 46, but it ripped up so fast there. And I actually may kill this. I'm watching the ES because the ES already made a new high. So I don't love that. I might kill this. Let's see here. Got about 15 minutes until initial balance is set. I'm going to move my stop up to the 40. And kind of watching the ES strongly here because I don't like the ES made a new high. Description from the female anatomy, maybe, I don't know. It's Tim's is volatility trading. He's got a small team, so I just don't trust this. That since ES spiked above, I should have been long from here. Stop would have been much shorter, so kind of made a mistake there. Just don't like that the ES made a new high there. And I know I talked about not taking a long until we pulled it back deeper, but again, this is a challenge account. I'm going to be more aggressive. I could move the stop down and double down and add into this. If I really believed we were going higher. Oh, stock itch. Nothing wrong with that. You can pick whatever team you want. I'm just telling you that's what team I'm on. You can pick one of those larger teams if you want to. I mean, they're probably going to win one of the larger teams, you know, because it's based on total profit. And here's the thing. It's not really a fair assessment team to team because one team might have 1,000 traders. The other team might have 50. Well, if it's based on total profit, then the other team has to make way more money, right? The champ is here. Oh, he's like the interim champ. Yeah, he does the Marble Isle. He still does that. Sean's like the interim champ. He won like the United States title. He's not the world champion. He's like your United States champion. Isn't it just the top 20 traders? No. I don't know. Is it? Alexi, per team? Is that how they're doing it? Maybe they are. Maybe that makes more sense. So it's just based on your top 20 profit. Bulls use hope for fuel. Longer this takes, the more likely we come down. I tend to agree. Like I said, ES is already back above the high and Nasdaq's lagging behind, so I don't love this. But does that mean that it, I mean, could it just rip up? Yeah, it could. So that's why I'm not just stopping out. It could just rip up. Risking $400 here for, you know, I don't know, $400. 1 to 1. Looking like a morning star. Yeah, it does kind of. Also probably, well, might be an inside buy as well. Yeah, this is not one I think I want to add into. I don't know, maybe. I'm on the fence about it. You're trying to avoid temptation? Yeah, for sure. It does mess with your trading sometimes. Oh, they combined everybody into one team? Really? Uh-uh. I don't even know who Amos JEM are. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is definitely taking longer than it should, huh? If I had the entry from down here, we'd probably already be out. 22-point winner. I was about to add two off that 50 level. I was just about to add. There we go. Let's lock in a little something something. Lock in a little something something. Team June? There should be, huh? Locking in 200. 10 points. Looking for more, looking for more, looking for more. Come on, rip it. Oh, rude. All right, up 1,500 there. Oh, there's 4 combined teams now. That's crazy. I'm using Trade-Evate right there. Mad Moxie, it worked fine. It worked great. Yeah, the wick was too long. It was really no body on either side of that either, huh? A little bigger than that last one. And that last one was at the highs. But yeah, I'm not having any problems with Trade-Evate right now. Let me look at the... let me see where my rank is. 20,000 something probably. The Grand Cup. I am currently ranked 1917. Let's go. Won't move your orders. Yeah, mine works fine, Mad Moxie. I've been using it this morning. Exclamation point cash in the chat, guys, if you want to enter the giveaway. We do need more likes. We only got 41. We need more likes. We need more likes. All right, guys, I'm going to draw it out now for you, okay? We got the M pattern setting up, the M pattern. We got the cat pattern setting up. You know? The cat pattern setting up here. You can't double like, but kissed your face on the screen. Perfect, Trev. Perfect. I need a video of that. Pushing back up here. See if we get above the highs. What do you guys think the amount's going to be to win the Tradeify Cup? So, like, the first week, I think the top 400, after the first week, the top 400 balances move on. 200 is eliminated. Or so, like, 200 to 400 get $300, and then the top 200 balances move on. I wonder what you're going to need to be in the top 200. Like 30, 40K, maybe more. Who? Let me see something. I'm going to send somebody a message. I don't remember who that was. It's impossible for me to win. I am a scalper unless I hold a trade all morning. Yeah. That's me too. Probably me too. Do you receive the email invitation for the Ninja Trader 100K? No. I don't know, Lassifer. Maybe. That might have been the one yesterday that I couldn't get to work. I don't know. Man, I am kind of tempted to take a long here on these accounts. The market tanked. I was going to go for 100 points. Oh, dang. I'm tempted to just stab long here and just use this range to average in. Could be a bad idea, though. We're all about those bad ideas sometimes, though. He is holding above the 41 there. Let's see if this pushes. Need a breakout before long. I'd rather break out, find a continuation. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, right? It was a KYC issue. Oh. You applying for a passport? Yeah, you might be. Unknowingly applying for a passport. Yeah, that's what I had that feeling, Treff. You ever just have your feeling when you're like, okay, we're banging our head on this. If we can kind of just get through there, we get a decent candle. That's kind of was my feeling there. I thought that we could just use this range, as a DCA. So like if we did pull back DCA, we kind of get below here, then we think about stopping out. So not good enough to take it on like a funded account, but good enough for that. So. The feelings are shit. I mean, back through the highs there. I'm not really going to be doing much, guys. We're kind of at our $100 that we're looking for. I did buy one more account. So we're at right there at the $100 that we're looking for. I would probably like to make a little more on these, but nothing crazy. I did buy another one. This one is in drawdown. I could maybe like be a little more aggressive than on this one and try to work it up a little higher than the others. Turn the copy trader off, that sort of thing. I'm going to be a little more aggressive with my take profit trader evals and the My Funded Futures evals. I want to get those passed. I want to copy trade them, get them passed a little quicker. Yeah, you're not wrong, Trev. If they made me rich, if only. Let me see what everybody else is doing. Let's pull Husk up, see what he's got going on. Did you guys see that Tanya Trades is going to be on My Funded TV today? Tanya Trades will be on there today from 1:30 to 2:30, I think. Oh, yeah, for sure, Trev. For sure. But hey, getting up at 6 and being done by like, being done by like 10 a.m. your time, and being able to trade for 3 or 4 hours, not a bad idea though, right? Got the whole day to do what you want. Exclamation point cash in the chat, guys, if you want to enter the giveaway. We'll draw for the giveaway at about 10:45. Got 15 seconds on the next candle here. You're sleeping by 9? Yeah, me too. Typically. Let's see what happens here. Why does everyone talk about her? Is she that good? So she doesn't use Trendline Stock Itch. You're probably confusing her with Tory Trades. Tanya Trades is she's an ICT trader. She has a lower win rate, but like most ICT traders, they when they do hit, she's profitable because she hits big trades. So she may only have like a 50% win rate or something like that. But when she does hit a big trade, she hits it for a lot of points. So that sort of thing. But yeah, but trend lines do work, Stock Itch. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, like, I think if you go to a higher time frame, like 5 minute, I mean, like trend lines, as crazy as it sounds, they actually do work if you're like decent at recognizing them and stuff. Like the main problem with trend lines, like knowing where to draw them from and which ones to use and that sort of thing. So I had a clean trend line break this morning. I mean, that's not a very good trend line, but I mean, I don't know. I used to kind of laugh about those too, but I use them sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes I'll use them. Just depends. I use a lot of different things though, just trying to like figure out how to like get into a trade. You know what I mean? Is she that cowgirl or Barbie trader? No, Barbie's on my Fun Futures with TV with me at 11:30. So, do I watch Trades by Matt? Yeah, I mean, I don't watch him, but I know who Trades by Matt is. I watch his recap sometimes just to see what he does. Yeah, exactly, Trev. Makes sense, right? But yeah, I'm on My Fun and Futures TV at 11:30 every day with Barbie. Do we take a 50 EMA bounce? Does it make sense? Let's look at it. Kind of makes sense. He's only see break even or even lose. Yeah. I don't know, Raul. I know he does trade offline. I'm assuming you're talking about Trades by Matt. He does trade offline. I don't know though. I don't what's the word? I don't want to say I don't care, because I don't, but I don't worry with it. You know what I mean? Like, if he makes money, he makes money. I don't know. I'll try a little 50 EMA bounce. Line at 893, line at 820. After drawing these two lines, can anyone disagree this is a smaller range right now? Yeah. Ugh. Think he has a good as he thinks he is as good as he's arrogant but knows how to catch bottoms. I don't know a lot about his strategy, to be honest with you. I just recently I had no idea who he was until maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago when I finally signed on with My Fun and Futures TV. But prior to that, I didn't know. I'd never seen him stream or anything. His strategy is kind of interesting, as far as like how he finds his levels and stuff. He does it differently than me, but it doesn't mean it's wrong, right? Like I said, obviously he must know a little something about what he's doing because he's won a competition, I guess the BDH competition. I'm going to stab here long. I think I can get a quick 10 points. ES approaching the high. Let's see here. I'm going to move stop to break even if ES eclipses the high, if we're in profit. Kind of similar setup to a few minutes ago. Just going to risk 10 points here. Might get stopped out on this. ES makes a new high. That's when I'll go break even. There we go. ES didn't really make it to the high there, but I'm just going to go ahead and put the stop in. He claims to be OG, never heard of him. Yeah, Kevin, as far as I know, he had like less than 10K subs at the beginning of the year. I don't know, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. He claims he's on My Fun and Futures payroll. Well, I am as well, Stock Itch. I'm partnered with them as well. So I'm on their payroll too. But I just joined the team. I'm not, I'm new. So I guess he's been there maybe since the beginning, 6 months or something. I think they're like 5 or 6 months into it. I don't know. But I do know he's had a YouTube channel, Kevin, for 6 years. I think he's been 6 years on his YouTube channel. So I guess he's been doing trading for 6 years on this channel, from what I heard him say. I do think he got a pretty good boost from winning the BDH competition, right? I mean, as anybody would, if you win that, get a little bit of kind of a shout out from Patrick, that sort of thing. So I think he made like 70,000 in a week or something like that on that in that competition. Guys, we really are already chopping, just kind of creating an idiot box here. There's this almost leads me to believe that we're more likely to push higher than to push lower. So we'll see. More than likely, that might be what we do. Yes, pushing above the highs here. Yeah, I think he does good, Jamie. I think he does all right. I mean, like anybody, you know, there's wins, there's losses, there's, you know, that sort of thing. Need to see if MFF will let you team up with Tom. Yeah, we will, Sirdos. There'll be some schedule changes going in the near future where it will allow Tom and I to stream together. So, oh, Trev. Yeah. Man, why didn't I hold that long? ES pushing above the initial balance. It's just call NQ bottoms with large orders. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't even see that stock itch. I don't know. I mean, it had to be big size there or something. You know, got decent bottoms, like you said, decent spots. Nothing wrong with that. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I don't, you know, I don't know. I just try to, you know, I'm a bit of a loner. I just stick to myself for the most part. I have a few friends here in the industry, but not a ton of them. I'm not, you know, I don't try to interject myself in a lot of situations and stuff like that. You guys don't see me like on social media, you know, duking it out with people. Although maybe I should. Maybe we should. So. Husk is looking at short at 99.25. Do we like it or not? I don't hate it, but I do think it's reasonable to think we might wick above and kind of pull back into the range. So, friends are energy. You don't want to expel energy, but have a great day. Yeah. Yeah, me and Tom, we do have good rapport. That was a little bit of the difficulty at first with Barbie, is the fact that, like, I don't know Barbie that well, right? I just didn't, you know, it's like I just didn't know her that well, but like I do feel like we've developed a little bit of a comfortability, whatever the word is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, we have cars in common, and then she's a huge fan of eggplants. So, yeah, that's the thing, Stock Itch. I appreciate it. Everybody's going to have their own opinions, right? I mean, and that's how it works. I mean, it's not, right, wrong, indifferent. And I tell people that all the time. It's like, you can disagree with someone on something and still be their friend and still like them. And if you can't, then I don't want to be friends with that person anyway, right? So we can just agree to disagree. All right, guys, you got 2 minutes to enter the giveaway. 2 minutes, exclamation point cash. Yeah, the eggplants. She broke out the eggplant yesterday. Barbie and Ken? Oh, no. Rapport. A little rapport. Got to use those big words sometimes, rapport. All right, I'm going to take this 99 short. And then if it fails, I'm going to blame Husk if this fails. I'm gonna copy Husk's trade here. You can't say comfortable. I should get a peach. Oh, you can't say phenomenon. Phenomenon. All right, guys, you have about 20 seconds to get in there, and we're going to draw. Let me go ahead and refresh the screen. Let's see what we got in here. How many people? All right, guys, we do need a couple of more likes. Let's see if we can get the likes on up here a little bit. If you haven't hit the like button, let's hit the like button right quick so we can do this giveaway. I'm going to take this bounce here. Psych level at the 50 EMA. I kind of like it there. Actually, I might take this on my fundeds. Kind of like that 50 level there. I'm going to take it on the fundeds, just with a micro. Are you short? It only took 200. Let's see if this works. Hey, we got 67 likes. Let's go. 6-7. That's what all the kids say. I'm going to take the long here. I'll do the draw as soon as we get out of the trade here. Tagged in. That's the exact reaction I like off these types of trades. Like the immediate bounce. Come on. Come on. There we go. Let's go. Easy read there. Easy read. Need 69. All right, we got 71, Sean. That good enough? 71. Anybody else take that trade? This is not a signal service. All right, that put us over $100 though. Let's go. We got the bounce we wanted there. Thanks, 2 cents. All right, let's do the giveaway. And the winner is Stock Itch. Let's go. Lambo Signals. Yes, that is a signal service. Stock Itches with the win. Stock Itch didn't win last night, but he won today. Let's go. All right, Stock Itch, what you got to do? You got to click on the top right here, show me that you're logged into your YouTube channel. Take a selfie of your hand touching the keyboard and the mouse while you're screenshotting the YouTube channel. Submit a vial of blood, your last 4 of your social security number, your mother's maiden name, your firstborn child. Send all of that over, and I'll be able to get that to you. Now, send me an email to methodicalman@gmail.com. It's pinned at the top of the chat, and just screenshot you being logged in, and then we'll get that over to you there. That's it. That's it, Stock Itch. That's it. First pet's name, yes. Sexual orientation, all those things. This could be a little bounce area here. I'm not going to try it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't bounce back up into the 50 level off this 25. Let's see. I'm not taking it. What's the bottom of the range, though? DNA sample. That's right. That's right. He's got a pee in a cup, poop in a cup, login credentials, all the stuff. VWAP hold or fold? Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Hard to know. All the things. You got to do all the things. Reason why I'm thinking that this might be an area where we bounce, if we look at the ES, which is already kind of peaking below, your next level of support right there is at 38. So I thought if you sweep this, kind of lining up with this support area, you might get a bounce back into the 50. This is why I watched the ES as well, guys. So you see it didn't sweep, but we're already getting kind of that bounce. I would have thought it would have swept there, but it didn't. So there's a little sweep. Let's see what it does. I don't like that the ES is already kind of making its way lower here, but we still might get a bounce. Can it give 10 points? Can it retest the 40 for 15 points? Maybe. Nope. There's the VWAP. The VWAP. Possible short setup on gold here. I don't know if I like it all that much. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't hold. Now you start kind of paying attention to the 5-minute, kind of what we talked about earlier. That's the green box we got marked out here. Kind of use that for bias. You know, again, we're talking if we want an A plus long, realistically, if we could pull back down into here, that would be the best long. But if we kind of bounce here at the 15-minute range, I think that's still okay from a fib perspective. Now, if we just melt right through, if we just melt right through this 5-minute, then we might be going all the way down to that gap fill. We'll see. That's why you don't confuse yourself with the ES. Yeah. Well, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It happens. Let's see here. That was as clean as it gets in the ES. This is for Mancini. Held 18, reclaimed. That was long trigger. Targets I gave were 28, 38, 51 to 57, a little shy. Now that we've had the move, sit back and hold runner. Don't force action. 68, 18 supports. Same downsides. So there we go. Still 100 down, but better. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that other account that I was trading. I could be a little more aggressive on it. I forgot about that one. Right here at the whole number here. Yeah, we do have the whole number down here too, the 800. Did we test it already? Nope, didn't quite get there. Might stab off the whole number. It's kind of dirty. All right, Eric, appreciate you. Yeah, almost. Didn't quite tag me in there on that first little shove down. Look for a long off the 800 level here, 799.50. All right, tagged in there. So looking for 0950 on a pushback up here, and then 1450 ultimately. Let's see. Doesn't hold, we will get out. And we got 4 minutes on this 5-minute candle here. That did not do much there. Back to the 15-minute opening range there. 3 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. ES back to the 28. All right, just looks like it's just going to go down. I just ate my loss there. Let's see, what do we think? 35, I think it's that next gap down there. Little dumpy dumpy. Yeah, that's a big dump. It went right through that whole number like it was like a knife through hot butter. Hot knife through butter. Yeah, that's the word. I'm going to turn the copy trader off. Because if we do inverse this, I'll take a single micro on the inverse. I'm okay with the stop kind of being at the high. Marcy didn't really miss much. Not much. Just trying to see if this 5 minutes going to inverse or not. It's teetering on not right now. Tom Sabo did sell 1 micro. He did. He sold 1 micro. Retesting that 90 level. ES held to 28. Kind of retested the VWAP down there. Tested the VWAP. 30 seconds on this candle. Let's see how it closes. If it closes under, I'll go ahead and just take the short with a single micro here on just this one account. If it does not, I'll switch down to the smaller time frame and we will look for a long. That's about as dirty as it gets right there. So let's go to the smaller time frame and look for a long here. Nice push there. Another thing I don't do much anymore is look for inverses. Yeah, I like the inverse. I still play them. I just, they've got to be obvious. Let's see. Da, da. 15-minute bounce. Let's go. Yeah, I was kind of thinking like if that was a dirty close, I was thinking that we'd probably bounce. Usually you get that like on those 15, like a new 15-minute candle, new 5-minute candle. Top of the hour, usually we'll retrace that hourly candle a little bit. So yeah, push back into like the 27s. Kind of makes sense, at least. Took a big loss on that short, but we are back to we're down 5. What are we down? We're down 599. We're up 360 on this trade. So I kind of covered that short too, annoyingly at the bottom. I don't know why I did that. It's all right. Still need that. That's interesting. So this is exactly what I was talking about happening, but I wanted it to happen at the 5-minute inverse. You push back up, you get a 1-minute confirmation set up back to the downside. But now since the 5-minute did not inverse, I'm not as big a fan of this as I would normally be. So this is a setup I would take if the 5-minute had inversed. You know what? I'm going to just assume that the 5-minute inverse is here. And take this on the single account here. Stop really just at the high of the swing. We got 1 minute and 7 seconds left here on the so I did switch over to short here on the other account as well. Full port, Marcine, full port. Now, if this 5-minute fails to close below, this is going to end up being a bad idea. Yeah. $30 seconds. We got to close below 84 and a quota. Still not going to close here. Kind of annoying. Still going to hold it. All right, guys, I'm about to have to end stream. I got to go. I got to take a few minutes before I go over to the My Funded Futures TV. Well, let me get you guys the link to the My Funded Futures TV. Please join me over there to help support the channel. If you don't join me over there, then it just, it just makes me so sad. But there's the link. Me and Barbie will be on there at 11:30 to 12:30. So even if you don't want to watch it, at least jump in, say hey, hit the like button, subscribe, that sort of thing. Let's see if this thing pushes below here. Let me turn this volume off. I will go stop to break even here, guys, on this play. This is the stop to break even. Might put in a small 5-minute order block here as well. Oh, let's go, Trev. I'll take a look at it. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. I'll show you guys my full transparency. Took 3 trades on it today. 2 winners, 1 loser. Up only $15. That's okay. Up about $55 per account this week so far. And then you guys see over here, we're up about $100 on the other 4 accounts. This account's still in the trade. The other accounts are not. So Yeah, I hate weeks. That's the only thing I don't like about those accounts. So, but anyways, join me over there on My Fun and Futures TV, guys. The link's at the top of the chat. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.
Nasdaq's a tricky trader, beware the fall. Technical tools may help, but watch your wall. Hirami candles flicker, inversions come and go. Protect your cash, don't let it all blow. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes your cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours. Market warning, listen close and heed. Daily payouts can fool, but they're not what they seem. Be resilient, don't give up, keep your guard tight. Trading isn't for the weak, so stay in the fight. Inversions rise, Hirami fall. Stay cautious, don't let your capital stall. Nasdaq's a nasty girl, don't go full port. She takes her cash in a flash, be careful with your heart. The opening range trade still bangs, but stay alert. Methodical man prefers inversions, get your cash and protect yours.